Yo guys, welcome back. Today we're revisiting our Lisbell build. Now that I have hit trial rank 55, I was able to level her to 70 to unlock all her demon wedge slots and tolerance capacity. We have also leveled her skills to 8 and got her Intron to level 4, where I'll probably stop for now and focus on unlocking some other characters with my remaining weekly boss kills. So we're going to go over her demon wedges, what weapons we should be using and why, what support team we should be using, and her Geniemon choices. For now, I think I have this as min-max as I can with my current resources, and this should be a good guide on the road to TR 55 and after you reach that. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. We are going to start with her weapon selection. Even though Lisbell's proficiency for weapons is a greatsword, we are not going to be using a greatsword. When using Lisbell, we are constantly in her ultimate buff, Samael, which is going to be the greatsword that we are using. So this gives the opportunity to use our weapon slots as buffs. There are going to be 2 weapon skills that are viable for this, the skill damage bonus and the character attack bonus. In my testing, we were able to see that skill damage was beating out the character attack for around 10 to 15%. So with this, we're going to be using Wanewraith, the scythe, and the dual pistols for our stat sticks. So now let's get into her actual build, and we're going to start with her demon wedges. You're going to be running 5 Scorch. This is going to give you attack plus 96%. Then a must is going to be Prime Morale, with 75% attack. The HP and defense is kind of negligible here. The morale is what we're looking for to go with the attack. And we're not going to be running Serenity or Uplift on your main DBS character. Those are going to be reserved for your 2 support characters. Serenity is going to give you the sanity gain for the whole team. And then Uplift is going to give you the increased damage by 11% for the whole team as well. Okay, then we're going to have the Skyloom Midnight Sun, which is going to give us the 18% Lumino attack, 18% skill damage, which is going to get us to 166% skill damage and 2000 Lumino attack. And then we have the duration here. You're going to want to take the duration over the range. She's going to benefit more with the duration of keeping her combo count up when you're out of combat instead of it just falling off. And then for our last demon wedge, we're kind of at a bit of a debate here. I'm hearing a lot about prismatic neon. I have tried it. I didn't think the crit chance change was that dramatic to even see. Another option here is going to be onslaught. This is not going to be as good as something like Scorch. It's going to fall a little bit short, but you're still getting up to 90% attack with this. So kind of back and forth on that right now. And then there's also duel for your boss fights, which is going to give you 24% damage dealt when facing less than 2 enemies. So just a bit of some options there. Now, I did get her Intron to level 4 today with the weekly reset. 2 important things here is going to be her first level, which when using in the name of patience is going to increase your character attack by 35% for 15 seconds. So this is a very big buff, and you're going to want to be paying attention. Make sure you use this every 15 seconds if possible, especially when fighting higher level mobs or any type of bosses. And then her 4th one is probably going to be the biggest. When your combo level increases, you gain an additional 5 combo points. This is massive, massive, massive for her gameplay, and pretty much puts you at a level that you can then spam her overhead charge attack, which is going to be her biggest hitting skill by far. Then for her melee weapon, we are running Wanewraith, like I said, for the 24% skill damage. And then the Excresduo, the dual pistols, once again for the 24% skill damage. I don't have any wedges in my scythe. I never use it, but I did put some wedges in my dual pistols because there's some points in the game where you actually do need to shoot for certain boss fights or certain challenges. So that's what I went with. I don't really know if this is good or not, but it's something. Now we have her Consonance Weapon. For this, we're going to want to run the attack percent. We're going to want the smash attack. Then we're using rage for the crit damage. And for the gameplay, I was using the 25% attack speed. But now when I think about it, if you pair this with the crit chance demon wedge for her, it is a possibility that you could then use the crit chance here, which is going to pump this up to 30, and then the add-on from the other demon wedge. So for her Geniemon, you're going to have 3 options here. First is going to be the Luminel from the paid battle pass. This thing is going to be the strongest by far. Your second option is going to be the Balby, and then your third option is going to be the Lumi, which I do not currently have right now, but this is going to deal lumino damage and then also buff the lumino damage of you and your party as well. Now let's get into our support group, and that's going to start with Truffle and Filbert. And the best supporting skill she has here is going to be her damage skill, Trotter's Trot Trot. What this is going to do is give us a damage boost of 61%. It's going to last 8 seconds, and she's pretty much going to be spamming this with the way that we're going to be building into sanity and skill efficiency. So for her wedges, we're going to go with 2 Wings of Eternity for max sanity and skill duration. Then we're going to go with Prime Serenity for the additional sanity gain for her and the entire team. Wings of Inspo for the max sanity and skill efficiency, and then Inspo Shards for the skill efficiency shield. Now, just a little thing here. You want to make sure you don't put the one that's going to give you negative HP, because it's actually going to lower her damage. Although we don't really have her for damage, still damage is damage. So that would just be a bad mistake to make. Now for her weapon, we're going to go with the Arclight Apocalypses. This is going to give skill duration to keep her buff up. And then when landing a crit, this has a chance to either give us attack or skill damage for the entire party. So we're going to build this with as much crit as we can get. Like I said, this is very low investment, but we have this at an 88% crit chance right now. So we're taking attack here. We're taking focus here for crit chance. Here we have attack speed. Then we have attack with crit chance. Then we are using Lilith's Celerity Cunning, which is going to give us attack speed and minus attack. The reason we're using that is because we are also using Lilith's Focus Mass, which is going to take away our attack speed, but give us crit chance. So the 2 things I want here is going to be attack speed and crit chance, and pairing these 2 together is kind of going to make up for the loss of attack speed. We're going to lose some damage, but that's not really what we're worried about. She's not really going to be doing much damage for us. Now, your second support character is going to be the main character, the protagonist of the game. And the reason for this is, number one, they do a very nice AoE attack here with their buff. But on top of that, with the last passive here, this is going to increase weapon damage for self and allies. And then the buff before that is actually going to increase the trigger probability for self and allies as well. And then another thing that I liked with her is going to be the Ultra Shield, which is up a lot. And when I was fighting higher level enemies or just fighting higher level bosses in the game, I did see this and it was coming in very handy for me. Then for the Demon Wedge setup, we're basically going to be building into as much sanity and skill efficiency as possible, so she's able to just spam abilities. We are using Prime Uplift for the 11% damage for her and the teammates. Then we're using Wings Inspo, max sanity, skill efficiency, and then skill efficiency here, and max sanity here. There are other skill efficiency wedges you can put as well, but this is going to be basically your budget build. We will add a third to this list, and it's going to be Lady MILF. My chat really wanted me to bring her up, and she is good. I was using her for a while, but now I mostly use the main character and Truffle and Filbert. She does offer a buff like the others do. She's going to increase attack for self and Lumino allies. And then she also does a very good group up skill for mobbing with her ultimate. So another good option here. And we'll go back and get into her wedges. It's pretty much going to be the same thing. You're either running Serenity or Uplift with her, depending on what you're running with your other one. Then you have your Wings of Inspo for your sanity efficiency, and then efficiency all over here, just so she can spam her skills. In the coming days, I do plan to do a video where I will go through each support character at level 60 and show you a good setup for them. But pretty much what I showed here, which is make sure they have enough skill efficiency and sanity to be able to spam their skills. But what I'm going to do is make a video of a budget build for all of the support characters in the game. And that covers everything for our updated Lisbell build guide. Look forward to Rebecca, Berenica, and Psyche this week. Any questions or suggestions about the builds, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe is appreciated. Thanks, guys. Peace.